Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Ahead of the 2025 British MotoGP, the tension in Lenovo's Ducati garage is palpable. Francesco Bagnaia, the two-time world champion, is facing great pressure after a series of unsatisfactory results. Meanwhile, his new teammate, Márquez, is showing an impressive performance by leading the riders' standings. Bagnaia admitted to losing confidence in the Ducati GP25, especially in wet conditions. He stated that his current bike is different from the one that brought him 20 wins last season. This loss of confidence has made it difficult for him to compete, even with debutant riders like Fermin Aldeguer. Márquez, on the other hand, was able to adjust quickly with Ducati. Despite the pressure of being the new rider in the factory team, he managed to pick up wins and show great consistency. Márquez even learned right-hand cornering techniques from Bagnaia to improve his performance. The relationship between the two riders has also been in the spotlight. Bagnaia once stated that he allowed Márquez to be the bad guy in the team, while he still tried to be a real man. Despite this, Bagnaia remains optimistic and believes that the season is still long, with many opportunities to turn things around. With contrasting attitudes and results, the 2025 British MotoGP is predicted to be a proving ground for both riders. Will Bagnaia be able to rise from the depths, or will Márquez continue to dominate? All possibilities are still open in this tight competition. On the other hand, Bagnaia looks frustrated. He said the Ducati GP25 no longer gave him the confidence of previous seasons, especially in wet track conditions. According to him, the bike has undergone significant changes that make it difficult for him to adapt, even when dealing with young riders and debutants. The tension was heightened when Márquez, who was previously considered to be in transition, was able to maximize the bike's potential. With his aggressive yet efficient racing style, Márquez has earned several podium finishes and has become a serious threat in the race for the world title. This situation made the relationship between the two riders begin to heat up. Bagnaia had quipped that he was not interested in playing the antagonist role in the team, referring to Márquez's stressful style and often being the center of conflict. Márquez, on the other hand, continued to show a thirst for victory and cared little for the dynamics behind the scenes. This difference in attitude reflects two very contrasting approaches. Bagnaia tries to remain calm and find technical solutions with the team, while Márquez chooses to directly challenge the limits of his abilities and the bike. The rivalry between the two is inevitable, and the media is beginning to speculate that the internal atmosphere of Ducati could be a challenge in itself, in addition to the competition on the track. The British MotoGP will be a crucial point. For Bagnaia, it's a proving moment to come back from the brink and assert his position as team leader. For Márquez, it's an opportunity to assert dominance and strengthen his title chances with a new team. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: MotoGP this season has turned into a psychological and technical duel between two world champions who are both hungry for proof. Ducati now has 2 stars, but only one can be the best. Ducati boss Gigi Dall'Igna finally opened up to the media about the new dynamics taking place within the Ducati camp, especially after the arrival of Márquez. In his latest statement, Dall'Igna bluntly revealed that Márquez's telemetry data is now starting to become the main reference in the development of the bike, replacing the role of data from the defending champion, Francesco Bagnaia, PECCO. Mark brings a different perspective to riding the Desmosedici. His racing style is unique and his telemetry results show a very efficient approach, especially in the braking phase and acceleration out of corners, Dall'Igna told the Italian media. This statement also signaled a shift in the team's internal focus towards technical input, which has been dominated by PECCO. Although Bagnaia is still the main driver of the Ducati Lenovo team, the presence of Márquez with a consistent performance on the Gresini satellite team bike has made the manufacturer from Bologna start considering Márquez's data as the main reference. It's not a matter of who is better, but who can provide the most applicable data for all Ducati bikes on the grid, added Bagnaia. This step is seen as a signal that Ducati is preparing a major adaptation for next season. Moreover, with the possibility of Márquez joining the factory team, the priority for his racing style and technical input could be even greater. On the other hand, the MotoGP world was rocked again with a surprising statement from Ducati course general manager Gigi Bagnaia. In an exclusive interview with Italian media, the architect behind Ducati's dominance in recent seasons admitted to a significant change in the team's technical strategy. For the first time since the PECCO Bagnaia era, Marc Márquez's telemetry data is said to be the main reference for the development of the Desmosedici bike. Marc Márquez came with something different. The way he rides the bike is completely unconventional compared to other Ducati riders. We can't ignore the data he produces, Bagnaia said clearly. According to him, although PECCO is still the defending champion and leader of the factory Ducati Lenovo team, Márquez showed superiority in several important aspects, especially during hard braking and fast maneuvers in tight corners, two areas that have been a challenge for many Ducati riders. In fact, Bagnaia said that Márquez's racing style gave a new dimension to understanding the limits of the Desmosedici bike. During the last 2 seasons, we relied a lot on PECCO's style to perfect the character of our bike. But now, with Marc, we see a different way of extracting the potential of the bike. The technical team began to analyze a lot of data from Márquez's bike, even making it a benchmark for future development, he continued. This statement certainly sparked great speculation among MotoGP observers. Is Ducati slowly starting to shift the axis of their internal strength from PECCO to Marc? If so, this could be the beginning of an internal rivalry that is far hotter than the rivalry between teams. Bagnaia himself tried to remain diplomatic. He insists that all Ducati rider data, both from the factory and satellite teams, is still analyzed and used. However, he did not deny that Márquez's input was now receiving greater attention. Marc's data is very useful because he managed to be competitive even with a satellite team and without the full setup of the factory. That shows how high his level of adaptation and understanding of the bike is. Not all riders can do that, said the Italian. Since joining Gresini Racing, Marc Márquez has indeed shown an impressive performance. He quickly adapted, consistently climbed the podium, and was even able to match the factory riders in just the first few series. Meanwhile, PECCO seemed to be faltering with some inconsistent results. Not only technically, this situation could also have an impact on the dynamics within the Ducati paddock. With rumors that Márquez may be recruited to the factory team next season, it's not impossible that we'll see a change in leadership not only on the track, but also in the tech development room. Our goal is to make the best bike possible, and for that we have to be open to new approaches. Marc gave us that. Not that PECCO is not important, but now we have more than one point of view to work from, concluded Bagnaia. This season's MotoGP is certainly getting hotter. Not only a battle between teams, but also a battle of egos and data within the Ducati camp itself. And now, all eyes are on one name that is starting to become a new axis, Marc Márquez.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't